Matt, welcome to Oxford Educational Club interview. We know that culture can be displayed in many different ways. I know that during your work in Bangladesh, you used to join their funk bands. Could you share this interesting experience with us?
Well, I've always loved music. I think music's a truly international language, and to arrive in any country with a musical instrument presents all kinds of opportunities. I was in lots of different bands, and ultimately in a funk band, and it's the chance to build friendships through playing music together. It's a chance to listen to one another play different types of music, to play instruments in different ways, and to create something new. We have actually a music residency program that we run in China. We've been running it for 6 years. We've had 15 different UK musicians come out. And one of those residencies finished last week. It was the jazz drummer and composer and producer David Little in the city of Suzhou. And he worked with guzheng players, he worked with guqin and kunchu and pintang performers. And it's a very pure form of cultural exchange. I think a lot of the work we do, we're under increasing pressure to quantify, to calculate the direct returns and impacts of the work, whether that's an increase in the number of students going to the UK or an increase in the number of artists traveling to China. But I think in something like a music residency, when musicians or artists collaborate, there's this additional factor. There's something quite pure going on, and a chance to really deepen your understanding of one another, to gain a very deep appreciation of each other's traditions and influences.
We know that 2015 is the first year of UK-China culture exchange at an international level. It's a milestone in the history of two countries. And under this framework, a series of high-level cooperations and activities between two countries started gradually. Yeah. So could you please review with us some of the big events from that time to the present in the field of education and innovation?
I think one of the breakthroughs for the UK has been this move towards very large, high-profile campaigns. So we had a campaign called UK Now. We've had the UK-China Year of Cultural Exchange, and the UK was the very first country to have a year of cultural exchange with China. And then most recently, we've had a campaign called Shakespeare Lives, which was marking the 400th anniversary of Shakespeare's death. And these are fantastic umbrella programs, and so many different institutions across different areas, across culture and education and the arts can come into these campaigns. So from Shakespeare Lives, which would be the most recent, and I think possibly the best, you have some very significant programs. We've had the Royal Shakespeare Company bring some of the history plays to China. We've had Shakespeare's Globe bring The Merchant of Venice. We had Sir Ian McKellen come and address the Shanghai International Film Festival. But the momentum that some of these huge names and blockbuster productions create, it creates a groundswell of interest that then extends across a wider range of activities, whether that's resources about Shakespeare that are going into schools, or digital or social media campaigns to introduce Shakespeare's characters or celebrate his quotes or poems. So I think these big umbrella campaigns have been a very effective mechanism for generating an interest, generating an impact, which is greater than the constituent parts.
What new possibility do you think we can have in the future?
I think there's a real maturing of relationships. I think maybe there was a period in which we were showcasing our work to one another. So I think maybe this may be too trite, but I think there must have been a time when dance troupes or theatre companies were getting on planes and staging their work and leaving. And I think what we're seeing more and more of is co-production. So Punch Drunk, the pioneering UK immersive theatre company working with SMG Live to bring Sleep No More to China. That kind of co-production, I think is a breakthrough. And